common to narrow our field down to 16 teams. We're now going to be playing in this playoff bracket. Best of fives all the way. And the teams are playing for those qualification points. So important. The top four are going to land.
The first broadcasted match of Season 9 of the TCS eSports League is underway. We've been waiting all summer for this moment. Greeks was waiting for that opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive. Myth with the shot, and it is golden.
He puts himself in the history books with that one. Mint opening up the scoring in Season 9. Beautiful pass from Maroli and lot of pressure from Aopik Xamax straight from the kickoff. I think it only registers for 2 shots. I felt like they've put a bucket load on the net of Miss eSports.
Great pressure coming out from Aopik Xamax. Again, a worthy opener for the season right there from Mint. A new name as well alongside two. Well, you used a great term earlier, historic players that already have their names in the record books, Jam.
Well, there's going to be some new names this season for sure. Personally, noting that last season we had a lot of folks retire as well. The roster of Coconuts seemingly has gone their own way. Texo has retired from Rocket League. The two-time champion, I do believe. It's time for new faces. It's time for new folks, and who knows? Could we see Opti, Chikashi, Mint, perhaps the well-known players or rolling Greeks are going to be stepping in as well, or perhaps it's Renaissance time for Bard.
It's a new format as well, which could favor some new players. Mint with a good block there, but Barney able to pop up towards center. Aurelia drop it like it's hot, and god damn, that is burning.
It just continues going on, one after the other. That demo, just a prelude for what's going about to drop on the net of Miss eSports. The Aopik Gaming show no signs of stopping. They seem to be just operating a tad faster. That's what Miss eSports can react to.
Fire plays coming on out there. It's only been a minute and a half. It looks great here. Aopik looking good to really set the precedence, and you would expect that for a returning team, Jam, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they should be showing that they were here for a reason last season, and they want to fight with the teams both coming in from, if this would have been the regular season of TCS eSports League, like in the days old, where we would be having the Challenger Cup, the top 4 teams from that would be playing versus the bottom 4 teams, or rather, it's like the bottom. It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes, the bottom teams from the season prior would be playing for the best teams from the Challenger Cups. And here, yeah, they are showing that they clearly want to cement their spots in the upcoming seasons and make their name known. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be going with everybody has to prove their worth every single season from this point on.
Oh, nice try there. Talk about cementing. Alright, Lexi seem to have cemented themselves up into that scoreboard, Jam, and they're just not budging. We'll get that fixed, don't you worry. Just some gremlins in the work, but so far I'm liking to see this response from Miss eSports. It's not just going to be a rollover situation. It is a best of 5 throughout today, and Miss showing that now they're starting to get warmed up and going to be able to put some real threat onto the opponent's goal.
You can see that Miss eSports tried a couple of chances here and there. Feels what is missing is a bit more pace. Attempts at the net were there, but always Aopik had a chance to reconfigure themselves, get back into position, and make us. Oh, what a beautiful boy!
Beautiful
Off the air as well. Greeks has been robbed of that. This would be the moment of the day, and we're just starting.
Jam, you're talking about that pace difference though, buddy. How do you combat that though? If you're Miss, you know you're a slower squad. How do you even the odds?
Well, one of the ways would be to just start removing the opposition players. Opposition cannot make a save if there isn't a player happening on the field. Other than that, try to slow down the play. Right now, the shots are coming in when the goalie already makes it on targets. Forget that. Shikashi walks it through the right flank straight into the net of Aopik. They gave him a lot of space. He has utilized it perfectly.
We're talking about building up procedures to get to the goals, and well, Shikeshi has just gone straight there. He skipped the queue, and that's 1 up on the board for Miss eSports. Maybe 2.
Oh, there's still time. What about second one, Barney, with a lot of hope going for that pinch off the wall. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Now Barney on the other side needs to make a save. Our goalies Opti and Barney combine for a beautiful one. A push from Miss Esports, who know that they need to find a goal in the next 60 seconds. Pressure, Aopik. You can see how many players they're throwing up front, but for now they can all return back safely. Miss Esports still looking for a good counterattack.
In off the ceiling, it has been left in the center, but no one coming up from the Aopik side. Just not wanting to risk it. They're starting to respect their opponents. Like we said, Miss Esports are now warmed up, and Aopik are happy to hold on to a 1-goal lead.
By this point, I just need to be safe. Oh, Heroli, there's a demo. Mint, past 1, past 2. Nobody on Miss Esports can get a touch on that ball, and with a demo once again opening the defense of Miss Esports, Aopik sent their best up front. They scored.
That's now giving them the buffer. Should be safe from here on out, but not for the rest of the series. Like we said earlier, it is a best of 5. Let's start talking about the newcomers for me here, Jam. Opti and Mint, both top in their teams. Worthy additions, aren't they?
Yeah, seems like they have shown themselves to be the players to watch right now. That's a last attempt from eSports coming in through. Another attempt at a pinch. Barney just loving those Shikeshi. Barney still keeping the ball up. Do they have the boost to continue what they started to plan? Ooh, that's a very slow play. We're not trying to keep the ball in the air for a long period of time. Although if you want to go for the Guinness World Record, you might as well. For now, Aopik Gaming take it in 3-1. First win in the series. Need 2 more.
Okay. First game, going to Aopik Xamax. Again, a combination of 2 source squads throwing themselves and making a pretty powerful team. Rolly, Mint, and Greeks looking to really cement themselves to a good position. You win here, and well, you make it to the quarterfinals. We're only in the round of 16, folks. It is single elimination. You do not want to go out here, and now you want to be able to grab yourself some points. Greeks trying to grab a quick goal there, but not going to be able to.
Aopik, seemingly that their motto is, from the kickoff, we are going all out. We don't take time to ramp up. In the first game, they just went. In the second game, they were just continuing what they have started. The Greeks, though, a very risky combination. If Heroli wouldn't get that ball, this would have been the perfect opportunity for Miss Esports to go on the other way, on the other side of the field. But as Barney is trying to put it up in the air, the ball returns quickly. First bumped off the ball, then the ball stolen by Greeks. Aopik answered what Miss Esports have thrown to them and getting the lead once again.
A phenomenal counter there from Greeks. Seeing the fairly simple shot. It was a pressure shot coming out from Barney. Popping it high, noticing that the other 2 just out of position. Opti and Shikeshi expecting that to be a push-up as the whole team, and they just got caught off guard. And Greeks doing so much damage. That's a quick second.
This time even, well, I mean, I want to see this time even without a demo, but that's Barney removed. And as Opti is trying to make a read, Opti opted, no pun intended, for an attempt to block the ball on the wall, but that bounce just puts it past everyone, and a misread costs Miss Esports yet another goal. Well, similar to the game number 1, Aopik get themselves in quite an early lead. Have to get back to the blue side of the field. Miss Esports feel like still, if they cannot outpace their opposition, perhaps try a little bit of a slower play, like Shikeshi just waits for the chance and get the shot. Unfortunately awry, as more and more demos are coming out. Feels like Aopik's credo is, yeah, we're just going to remove you from the field if we don't like where you're positioned.
It's all about time and place, and what is the best decision at that moment, Jam. And right now, Aopik Gaming, oh, that's not a good position they left themselves in. Greek is able to, using that speed, using that momentum, coming clutch at the end, but that was a very, very tricky situation.
More and more chances. This now, on the other side of the field, Aopik Gaming are knocking on the door of Miss Esports. Going to be their attempt. Heroli still goes for the player, not the ball. 1-2. Barney Opti versus Mint, but Mint only needs to pop it slightly high. Open net opportunity. Opti Was that Barney connecting at the end? And Miss Esports, even in a bundle of players, managed to find something.
We have deja vu to the last game, Jam, we have to say. 2-1. Currently up on that scoreboard, but still so much game left to go. We're 3 minutes here. Will we see Miss Esports really turn it up here and now? Or will we see the third? Well, I think we just got our answer.
Great. Just as Miss Esports got their goal, Opti takes a bit of a high risk in front of their own net. And the Aopik Gaming, we know how really that's what they want to do. Send a player up front, put the pressure. Even if they don't get the ball, they get a player to get the boost. And that's the pressure that they've shown right there. Rolly, need to be careful. Miss Esports on the goal line, and some of these saves are very tight. Okay, Aopik Gaming on that attempt, we're not able to find something.
Taking the ball downfield, Shikeshi looking to link up with Opti, and does. That's a beautiful little tap across the goal, but he needed the third there. Barney had to approach, go all out, but that was an open net opportunity. Barney, unfortunately, just a little wide of it.
That's very, very interesting, Bacon, the fact that the first initial shots came in and then open net. And Barney, the last player coming on in, we wanted him to see much earlier, gets an attempt at what Aopik Gaming were not even expecting to be a chance for their opposition. Be a bit wary, and for Miss Esports, perhaps they need to start looking for those chances. Now rolling out on their own side, Barney plays it slow, tries to pout it to Opti. We're looking for a team pinch, and there was a chance, open net, a Rolly. Nobody from Miss Esports believing that there might be a mistake happening, and now run away the other way. Mint just does not have the boost, but plays it past one. Greek's already hunting the defender. Miss Esports get out of this scot-free.
Rolly leaving the ball for Mint there. That call off was a little risky, but they had confidence in each other. Greeks in the corner not going to be able to reach that. Barney trying to keep the pressure high, but Rolly will run it away straight down to Mint, but Mint just not able to get on to the end of it. Back in the midfield, Greeks has got it locked down, being Shikeshi to the ball, going to be able to go for the second touch. It's a bounce out towards the center with a Rolly looking to pop that into the mid once again, but well closed down by Barney.
And now rolling out to the attack, Miss Esports have players up front. Sure if they have the boost to work with. Pass to Opti in the midfield line. Shika Eshi, a lovely little play finding their teammate. All attention is on Shika right there, and one small touch. Rolly also, I think, helping out, but by the end, that was the trail of the ball blue? Yes, I believe so. And Mint in that position can't do anything. Too strong of a shot. Within one are Miss Esports, and they find themselves in a similar position to the previous game where they had to scurry and find that tying goal in the dying minute of the game. Was tough back then, is still tough right now.
There's still light at the end of the tunnel for this game here, Jam. A minute to find the goal for Miss Esports. Very possible right now on the opposite end. What's going through the minds of Aopik Xamax? Do they have the steel to hold on to this one? Opti slowly approach the ball, picking up the 100. Tons of boost in the tank, getting blocked out by Mint. No! Going to be able to squeak on through. Greeks with a demo onto Barney. Opti trying to keep the pressure up high. Greeks looking to run this away, taking the ball high. But that's blocked by Barney. Keeping the pressure up right now. This is perfect for Miss Esports, but they still need to find a route to net.
How about this one? Shot. Barney puts it high. Greeks, puts it straight in front of the net. Needed the help of his teammate. A Rolly slides out of it. Miss Esports almost asked the question that Aopik could not answer. Opti once again opts to go down low. Must be going for a lot of these attempts. That just was not enough. One last attempt. Miss Esports tried to keep the ball up high. This just goes to nobody in particular. A weak touch to the center. And Aopik with another one. Actually, previous game was 3-1. This is 3-2. If this trend is anything to go by, the next game is going to be a tie. We're just never gonna get out of here.
Well, I'm worried here, right? Because we could be looking down the barrel of a 3-0 right now. Miss Esports have just been unlucky in their placement, you know, coming into today, going up against a strong side like Aopik Xamax. But if you want to be the best, you want to get to those grand finals, you have to take down everyone in your path, and that means now a reverse sweep for Miss Esports.
let's see if there's any adjustment to their play. I think by this point they have to make at least some different approach. For example, for Opti, there could be less reliance on outwitting the opponent. Again, those low plays most often are not working. Ooh, I love that pitch. If that's on target, I swear. For Miss Esports, it's always these close attempts, Bacon, but the problem is that they're just not going on target. And for Aopik, everything is.
A little bit of hopium, I think, for you, Jam, there. A bit of a biased caster, perhaps, towards Miss Esports. I don't blame you, buddy. You know, great personality coming out, and we know these players for so long. You can't help but want to back each and every one of them. But at the end of the day, Mint, the newcomer to us, is just showing their worth here, and once again, bagging an opening goal.
It seems like we are stuck in a Groundhog Day loop as Aopik keeps on opening the scoring very early in the game, putting Miss Esports in a catch-up position every single time. And then there's fight. There's definitely heart for Miss Esports, but Mint doesn't take no prisoners, just pushes through the opposition, pushes to multiple defenders. He doesn't even need a rolly. A little hop up, a little jump down. That's a 2-0 for you.
Vince there just saying it's my way or the highway, and unfortunately, there's no access. You're not getting on this junction right now. It is the Mint way, and they go straight towards net, but a little bit like earlier, deja vu. Who knows if we're going to follow any pattern, any tradition? There should be Miss Esports to find the third goal of the game, but they want to find it sooner rather than later. They don't want Aopik to get even more dominant.
Looking at the previous game, Shikayashi shot a little bit amiss. Barney blocked by Greeks in front of the net, and now Aopik should have the possession. Greeks, though, moves it across the goal rather than off the flank and out. And with a couple of touches, they still retain possession. But quickly to remind ourselves of the goals that Miss Esports have scored in the previous game. There was lovely passing plays, and in game number 1, we've seen an individual effort for Shikayashi. This is a shot, and now once again with the help of a Aopik player that could not make a good enough touch to put it away from the net. It's going to be 1 for Miss Esports. I love the positioning from Barney, just looking for any stray balls in front of the net. He gets it.
I just can't get the Valtteri Bottas meme out of my head. You know, traditions, right? At this point, 2-1. But that tradition now needs to be broken for Miss Esports. As they do it, Barney going to be able to get the equalizer. Let's go!
Oh, Miss Esports, for the first time in the series, gets a tie going, and just as quick as that, Barney has his eyes set on the target. All right, now from this point on, it's new territory. Needs to be careful though. Barney, Mint is gonna steal the boost. Has teammates in support. A rolly back to Barney. Barney should be incredibly low on boost, just killing time. Lets his teammates to pick up something. Greeks doesn't want to even attack it. He knows that Barney has nothing. Barney has a couple of bows up his sleeve, and that works out perfectly. Now Miss Esports perhaps can set up something.
That was a great pass from Greeks there. Just Mint not able to keep up on it. Unfortunately, the boost not allowing Greeks taking it across net. Trying to keep it safe and clean and tidy. Looking for a roller. Come on. They were thinking of the pinch. The shot bomb by Mint nearly squeaks over the top, but Barney gets there in time.
Barney still on the forefront. Scoring those 2 goals has really put some pep in his step. The rest of the team supporting Shikayashi tries to find the same angle that netted him a goal previously. Now it comes all the way back. Opti has switched out of the Octo 1, and whether that chain helped or not, all eyes are on Mint again. 3rd goal, a hat-trick for newcomers to TCS eSports League.
So clean. I'm sorry, you look at how swiftly that play evolved. You're thinking, okay, this is a pretty standard, just pressure play coming out, and then Mint, in the matter of seconds, has got a goal. Just steps up to the ball and then takes the net. Beautiful.
The quality is on display right here. Shikayashi receives a straight pass. And now pressure from Miss Esports still continuing with a Mint's miss. Greeks is still on the ground, and Neroli is practicing far post rotations. They always want to have somebody in tow. And now pass up front. Mint, Greeks Bit of a pressure on the net of Miss eSports. Opti is forced to use a little bit of boost just to make sure that this goes all the way out. And with Opti just has nobody. He either needs to shoot on target or any pass is not going to be received by his teammates because there's none nearby.
The pace coming out from Aopik Xamax now, where they're so confident and they've got a lot less pressure on them, they're just moving around the pitch, covering so much space, pressuring, of course, Miss eSports. Miss then are just reducing the number of options they have available to him. Barney here can only hope to throw it downfield, but Eroli beats him to the ball. Looking to find Mint off the back of this one. Greek's keeping it alive, looking for a pass out towards center. That's beautifully put in front of the net. Anyone to finish it off, and no! Just moving about the ball. Well, it's going to be Mint to finish it off.
Somebody from Miss eSports was looking for a save, but Shikashi and Barney could not clear it. It takes a beautiful touch to a roller to an upcoming Mint to finally secure the goal. That's a 4-2, and I wonder if we keep on ending in this position. Bacon and eSports in the final minute trying to find a goal or two. So far, it just has been them in catch-up position. Beautiful save from Opti. They needed that to stay alive, but Mint double tap denied by Opti again.
Oh, Mint has made a statement with this game 3 already. We're looking at them going, that's a phenomenal player right there, but this has been the game of Mint. Truly in Mint condition here. We just have to see how this player evolves throughout the tournament. We are watching their career and anticipating some great stuff. As Greek sends this back towards Mint. This is a perfect little setup. Shikeshi can't get on it. Eroli to finish. That is lean.
For Shikeshi and the rest of Miss eSports, there just have been a lot of, hard to say, misses. The car was not connecting with the ball on a couple of occasions, and every single time that happens, Aopik Gaming are nearby to pick up the ball and put it in the net. That's where this 5th goal comes on out. Eroli finally on the board. So far this game it has only been Mint throughout, and Greeks now wants to add himself to the fray. You see how he wanted that and how close he got, turning that aerial play back on. 0 seconds. There's no questions who's going to take this one. Aopik Xamax were the faster team, or the team that always were leading, with the exception of one little tie midway through this game. And for Miss eSports, playing from the catch-up position did not pay the dividends they were looking for.
A brilliant display coming out from